2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner at second. Babelbon's delivery. Reimold in the air, right center field. Nobody's going to catch it. That'll go up and over. The Orioles done it. They have tied this game up. Nolan Reimold, 2 down. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That is at the right field, and no, it's trapped. The Orioles coming to the plate. Reimold, they did it. They did it. They did it. The Orioles have beat the Red Sox. 2 runs, bottom of the 9th inning.
The line shot down the left field line. That ball, it's gone, and the Rays win it. A line drive home run by Evan Longoria, and the Rays storm the field. It's an 8-7 final on Longoria's.
Right now, and I think I can tell you that in a nutshell, the Red Sox road to perdition ended in 2 separate cities and just 3 minutes apart.
And you can't imagine, you just said the worst case scenario. You can't imagine how bad, how painful, how disastrous it was. It is beyond words. We'll try, and
let me throw 3 at you. Shocking, shameful, and stupefying.
That epic collapse, maybe the biggest in sports history. The season is over for the Boston Red Sox, who didn't just miss getting into the playoffs, they imploded. So what could possibly explain such a spectacular downfall?
I'm stunned. I'm sitting here absolutely stunned that we're not going to be playing postseason baseball with this team that was put together this year. It's incredible how poorly this team played in the month of September. There's certainly, you can point to a few different injuries, but you've got to get by those things. You have to get past those things. They had a cushion of 9 games, and I was worried at the time, you know, when we went in to play Tampa Bay, and I looked at that pitching staff and I said, this is a team that is not going to go away. And the Red Sox could not put them away.
I was frustrated with some of my inabilities to get some things done here. And after talking to ownership and Theo at length, multiple times, I think it's the right thing to do for the organization and myself. I felt frustrated with, like I just said, my inability to reach maybe guys that I've been able to in the past or affect the outcome a little bit differently. And that bothers me. When things started to go, I wanted desperately for our guys to care about each other on the field. I think I've referenced that a few times. I wasn't seeing that as much as I wanted to. And I tried what I thought I tried to help make that better, and the coaches also.
New sheriff in Boston. And his name is Bobby Valentine. That is one way to put it, because the song is about to change dramatically in that clubhouse. Bobby Valentine as the Red Sox manager. Good move. He's going to be introduced officially later today. Good move or bad move by the Red Sox?
Rob?
Skip, you know.
No, wait. Let me go. I'm going to tell you why it's a great move.
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you why I love this move, and I will be the first to admit publicly I haven't always loved Bobby V.
But you and Bobby V are like this now, right?
No, I wouldn't go that far.
You used to go head-to-head when you were in Texas.
When I covered him with the Texas Rangers, we had our battles. He has a big ego, and I think that will serve him well in this circumstance because he will become a force in that clubhouse.
With Detroit in 2003, Cody Ross is relatively new to the American League. He is no stranger, however, to winning. Ross not only won a title with the Giants in 2010, but he was the NLCS MVP that year, and that taste of success was part of what brought him to Boston.
You know, at this point in my career, I wanted to go somewhere where the team was trying to win championships, and you know, this worked out perfect for me to come here to Boston. You know, they want to win, the fans want to win, the front office wants to win, the players want to win, the coaches, everybody wants to win, and they have one goal in mind, that's to win the World Series.
And finally, Boston, I just want to say thank you for Euclid. I'm just saying, he's going to have to change the color of his socks.
his teammates have his back, and we know how hard he plays. So, I think what I don't really understand what Bobby's trying to do, but that's really not the way we go about our here. So I'm sure he'll figure that out soon.
Bums away as they clean up and get rid of a ton of salary, and they change the face of the Red Sox in one move. Baseball insider Tim Kirchin now joins us. Tim, what are people around baseball saying about this blockbuster deal?
Kevin, I spoke to two general managers today who both used the word stunned that this deal could be pulled off. I spoke to two other general managers yesterday who, when I presented these names, I was told there is no chance in the world that the Dodgers are going to take on the money of Beckett and of Crawford in order just to get Adrian Gonzalez. I was assured this deal cannot happen, and then it did happen less than 24 hours later. This is a stunning turn of events. First time ever that two players were traded, same deal, with $100 million left on their contract, and both are going to the Dodgers. The Dodgers are picking up virtually all of the $261 million for these three Red Sox players. Just another sign that the Dodgers are trying to restore that brand of Dodger baseball, compete with the Kings and the Lakers in LA, and try to get a team that can win the World Series right now.
Bobby Valentine out as manager of the Boston Red Sox. The man he replaced, Terry Francona, sits across from me now. Terry, why didn't Bobby work in Boston?
Well, I don't know that you could just say why a person didn't work. I mean, when you have a record, I think it's an organizational, whether it's a success or a failure. I think it always has to be we.
How much did Bobby's antics off the field, the media run-ins and some of the things that he said about his coaches most recently, how much do you think that factored into this decision?
Again, I don't know.
It's the beginning of a new era for Red Sox Nation. Today, the team officially introduced John Farrell as the new manager of the Boston Red Sox. Eyewitness Sports reporter Sarah Hogan joins us now live in our studio with new details on the new Sox skipper.
Mike, John Farrell was in charge of Boston's pitching staff when the team won the World Series back in '07. Now the Sox are hoping Farrell can help them back to the playoffs following last year's debacle of a season.
What's it been like coming back?
This is such a unique opportunity. It's an honor to be back in this uniform, and yet there's a number of relationships that were established in that role previous. So those have been somewhat comforting to be able to tap back into, and I think that's helped us hit the ground running last season or last off season through the spring training.
You know what it's like in Boston on the East Coast. You're always picked to be at the top of the division. When you sit back as a manager, you just take it game by game and go out there and don't worry about what anybody thinks?
Yeah, I think that most importantly, we have to stay focused on what we need to take care of, not only in camp, but how we're going to set forth the beginning of this season.
Knows about the success that John Farrell, his 4 years there as a pitching instructor. I don't think the Red Sox as a staff can be as bad as they were last year, and John Farrell's going to have a big part in fixing that. How does that pitching staff as a whole look right now to you?
Well, I'll tell you what, Joe, you couldn't be more right. There's a feeling of comfort having John Farrell come back. Yeah, he's in a different role. He's a manager. But guys like John Lester, Buck Holtz, and there's a few other guys, not to mention just pitchers, but there is a comfortableness with this guy and this team and this pitching staff. And I had a chance to talk to Ryan Dempster, and Dempster said that looking down there in his bullpen, when you got guys like Andrew Bailey, Uehara, and then Hanrahan closing out games, it feels good to know that if you can get 6 or 7 good innings in, you know you're turning the ball over to a bullpen that can hold the lead.
Napoli to left field. Does it have enough? Back goes Joyce looking up. That ball is off the wall. Pedroia racing around the bases is headed home. The throw will be late. The Red Sox win. A walk-off on Patriots Day. Mike Napoli getting it done.
All right, as the world wakes up today, the terror at the Boston Marathon, big front page headlines on newspapers worldwide.
We're going to take a look at them, some of them now. These are advanced copies of what you're going to be seeing tomorrow morning, depending on where you live. Here's the first one that we want to show you. This is the Boston Herald, and it says, as you can see, terror at the finish line. And this is one of those harrowing pictures those flags, those ominous flags, the only thing you can see, everything behind it's smoke, and that's where one of the explosions happened, and that's where you've been seeing a lot of the videos, and all of the people that were there were injured, is what we are hearing now.
Wow. All right, let's take a look at the New York Times right here.
That's a tough one to look at.
It is a tough one to look at. It's quite a dramatic picture of heroes, really. That looks like a Joe Blow guy just ran up and helped people. This is right after the bomb went off. So, I mean, those people who ran towards people injured instead of running away.
That's right.
True heroes. It's one of those kind of photos. Blasted Boston Marathon, kills 3, injures 100.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight stream, whose sunrise and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the
This jersey that we wear today, it doesn't say Red Sox. It says Boston. We want to thank you, Mayor Menino, Governor Patrick, the whole police department for the great job that they did this past week. This is our city. And nobody gonna dictate our freedom. Stay strong. Thank you.
Nava hits it in the air to right field. Francoeur going back. He's at the wall. Boston, this is for you. A 3-run home run for Daniel Nava puts the Sox on top, 4-2. Ellsbury sends it out towards left center field, and it will get down. From third comes Gomes, here comes Drew. What a finish from Fenway. Red Sox walk off with a win. Gomes hits one high in the air to left field. Down the line towards the pole. If it's fair, it's very gone, but it is gone. A 2-run home run to walk off in Game 2 of the doubleheader. Gomes will touch them all, and the Red Sox win it 3-1.
You try to bury this split finger in the dirt. Get out of here.
Hey, struck him out. Red Sox win from worst to first in 2013. The AL East belongs to the Boston Red Sox.
At the wall, it is up, and it is off the wall. Pedroia scores. Ortiz right behind him. It's a double the Red Sox on the board. Mad dash from second to score on the midfield. Runners go here. Saltalamacchia to the left. That is way back. Rodriguez looks up. It is off the monster. One run is in Napoli. Here comes Gomes, and the throw is cut off. 2 in. A double. Saltalamacchia. Ortiz in the right field. Well hit. Back is Myers looking up, and she's gone. Big Poppy goes big fly. A solo shot. It's 2-0 Boston.
Give up 6 runs, but that's where we're at.
Ortiz down the right field line. Fair or foul. That is way gone, but it is it's fair. A home run for Ortiz. Presenting the tying run. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And the Boston Red Sox are moving on. A wall, tie game. Big Poppy. The grand slam.
And Torrey Hunter injured himself going over the wall.
Into the Red Sox bullpen. He appears to be all right. Boy, that was a nasty spill over the wall. Looked like he had blood on the back.
Pretty wide open as he strikes out, and that's strikeout number 1. Now a 2-2. So Lackey comes off the delay.
Under no lock today by any means.
Here's another strikeout, and that's 4 straight for John Lackey against Lackey, and that's it. He's been good. High fly ball to left center. Back at the wall. The Red Sox have taken the lead. Napoli gets Verlander here in the 7th. Right-hander for the Tigers. As Napoli hits one into center. Back at the wall. The Red Sox lead it on a blast to center by Mike Napoli. It's 1-0. 3-1 pitch, and Mike Napoli hits his 2nd home run of this postseason.
That is the
pitch. That is ripped into left. Back at the wall. It's over the head of Peralta. 1 run scores. They hold Bogarts on an RBI double by David Ross. It's 2-0 Red Sox here in the bottom of the 9th. And a pop-up into shallow left center. Tough play, and it's Gomes who comes in to grab it. Here's a fly ball into center. Easy for Ellsbury. 2 out. Popped up. And with this, the Red Sox win Game 5. And Uehara with a 5-out save in another 1-run game in this thrilling ALCS. During the regular season. That's into right. Hunter will come up throwing. Bogarts makes it 1-0. Ellsbury, the RBI. The lead was lost in the 8th. The game was lost in the 9th. That's hit. and it's a leadoff double for Johnny Gomes. A walk on a pitch that barely missed. He said, I learned that I'm going to go right after these hitters, and here he is again, dealing with Ellsbury. First pitch, a strike. Now one up the middle. It is bobbled, and the bases are loaded. Iglesias kicked it. Moving to his left.
I think he tried to shovel it to Infante or stop and come back and touch the bag. Had he made the play right there, possibly. But he bobbles the ball. Infante goes after it, and an error on Jose Iglesias.
That's hit well. Into the corner. It is gone. A grand slam. And now they won the pennant. Win for the Boston Red Sox over the Detroit Tigers. Here's a 2-0. That is into left center field. Down to the wall. 1 run scores. Here comes Pedroia. Here comes Ortiz. 3-0 Boston in the first. Two pitch. Left side. Base hit. 1 run scores. That's Drew. They hold Ross, and it's 4-0 Red Sox here in the second.
Adam Wainwright has thrown 2 3-2 curveballs. He walked Ellsbury with 1 in the first, and now Pedroia. This Red Sox team coming out, they are not fooled by the Wainwright curveball thus far.
2 out for the Red Sox. There's a drive into left. Back at the track, at the wall, it's gone. Johnny Gomes has hit a 3-run home run and put the Red Sox on top, 4-1.
Seth Maness got a sinker up, and we've said it many, many times. Catchers don't catch high sinkers. Hitters hit them, and hard.
Wainwright deals, and it's hit hard and fair. Pass first, he's got another hit. He's got an RBI, and he's got a double as David Ortiz has put the Red Sox on top here in the first.
Over a third.
That's down into the corner. It is a fair ball. It hops out of play, and the Red Sox take the lead. The bottom of the order getting it done, and David Ross has his second hit of the night. right. Nava's got it, and the Red Sox win Game 5. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. High fly ball to left. This ball is off the monster. 1 run scores. Here comes Ortiz. Here comes Gomes. He is safe. And it's 3-0 Boston.
When you fall behind, your pitches are predictable. Falling behind 2-0, Victorino takes the fastball, and on the 2-1 pitch, knowing...
Inning over. Boston as they bat in the bottom of the 4th inning. Waka brings it home. Pitch number 59 is hit a ton into right center. Back at the wall. It is gone. 4-0 Red Sox. Home run, Stephen Drew.
Stephen Drew went up and looked for a fastball over the fat part of the plate, got it, lift.
How about Lackey? Freeze, strikes out. An infield hit his last time up. Now he checks on Pedroia, who gets in front of it, gets the out, 2 down. Craig is coming up. These fans will let John Lackey feel their appreciation in Game 6. It hasn't happened at Fenway Park for 95 years. The Red Sox are world champions.
The Most Valuable Player Award in the 2013 World Series, presented by our partner Chevrolet, to a man who had a remarkable World Series, remarkable year. His performance both on and off the field is something that we're all very proud of. Ladies and gentlemen, the most valuable player in the 2013 World Series, David Ortiz.
Congratulations, David, and now to present you with a very special gift from Chevrolet. Chevrolet Vice President of Marketing, Mr. Chris Perry.
Well, David, congratulations. And as the official vehicle of Major League Baseball, Chevrolet is so proud and excited to be part of this prestigious award. And to honor your recognition of your accomplishments today, we're going to be donating a youth field makeover right here in the city of Boston in your honor. And for your personal accomplishments, I want to give you the keys to the brand new 2014 Chevrolet Silverado High Country, the most prestigious and capable product we've ever built. Congratulations, David.
Thank you very much.
Poppy, congratulations. You know, your young son just said, I don't think it's a surprise that he won MVP of the World Series because he's standing out here. I don't think it's a surprise you won it because of the zone that you were in. You were kind of focused, maybe a little crabby today before the game. You were just in a zone. What were your thoughts before you took the field here in Game 6?
Well, first of all, I want to say, this is for you, Boston. You guys deserve it. We've been through a lot this year, and this is for all of you and all those families who struggle with that bombing early this year. It's for all of you.
This is your third World Series in a decade. In April, how did you think this would ever happen?
Not really, but the manager that I saw in a spring training, showing up and showing us the way, give me a lot of thoughts. So I know that it was going to be an special year, and when we start rolling, nobody never stopped the train.
You told me after Game 5, all iced up, both Achilles on the bench in the dugout, I feel old. How do you feel right now?
I'm back, baby.